we're talking about fashion technology, we just can't talk about what the customer sees by itself. Some of the most important transformation happens behind the scenes where products are actually developed. And this is where the industry does need a lot of help because there's going to be a lot of changes in regulation and consumers are changing their preference for clothing that is actually healthy for them. So now that we've discussed some of the internal technology, let's move on to retail intelligence with UnAbandon AI. UnAbandon AI is focused on helping retailers become more intelligent, agile, and customer centric by using purpose built retail domain language. So let me translate that into normal business language. Retailers basically have a lot of data. Now, that's not a surprise. That data consists of website behavior, cart activity, purchases, returns, POS data, inventory movement, email engagement, customer preferences, demand signals. But a lot of that data sits in different systems. And as you may or may not know from following my videos, when data is not connected to decision making, it becomes another dashboard and a useless one at that, that could be valuable, but the connectors are missing. And to be honest, retailers do not need another dashboard just to admire the problem. They need better decisions, which is one of the key ways that I think AI is super helpful when it is given the right pieces of data. So UnAbandoned AI is focused on connecting customer signals to operational decisions across merchandising, planning, pricing, inventory, and customer experience. Specific pain point here is fragmented retail intelligence. If a retailer, for instance, is overbuying the wrong product, but underbuying the right product, relying too heavily on markdowns, or missing demand signals, UnAbandoned AI becomes a relevant match. Now, this is where AI in retail really starts to get serious because the real power isn't just in using AI to write marketing emails, which is I find to be extremely annoying. The real power is in using intelligence to protect the margins, to make better buying decisions, to plan smarter, to price smarter, and to understand what customers are doing before the business feels it's too late. Now, this is the kind of AI that retail actually needs. So they're in our directory. Definitely take a look if you want smarter AI retail systems. So next we have body data. So body data is an interesting category because this is where I got my start in fit technology and specifically in the body scanning technology departments. Now, my favorite categories are always going to be size and fit, and body data are still some of the biggest, most unresolved problems in fashion. Whether it's collecting the right data or correcting your grading or creating patterns that works for the population or communicating that, fashion has been playing in our faces on sizing for years. And so I take my hat off to all of the companies that are trying to fix this all the time. One brand's medium, as you know, is another brand's large, and a size chart does not always reflect the actual garment, which can be frustrating. A customer may need to order 3 sizes and return 2, and we all know how this affects brands. When this happens, we do not like this. Uniform programs may spend too much time and money on manual fitting, and fit issues remain one of the biggest reasons that customers lose confidence. And as we spoke earlier, customer confidence is actually one of the most important metrics that we can try to measure and improve.